Sky, Amy Bond, Claire Aubrey, Jeffrey Smith, the officials here in Chicago, and we are underway. This season for the Sky, second start this week. Chicago coming off a loss to Connecticut, in which they trailed by 21, cut that lead to 4, but couldn't quite finish the comeback. Nice passing on the opening possession as the Bigs go tic-tac-toe, and Elizabeth Williams with the finish.
This is already a great sign for Chicago because they have to score in the paint in order to be successful. And they just did it early against the best team in the league in point paint defense.
And #1 in the interior, Sky attacking it early nonetheless. Tiffany Hayes, the veteran, over to Burton, fresh off that 30-point game. Lost it in the lane. A Valkyries team that has been very disciplined, has not coughed it up a ton. It's been a part of the consistency and success. They like to control the controllables. As Kalia mentioned, Rachel Banham having a fantastic year, one of the bright spots of an 8-win season to this point for the Sky. Elizabeth Williams backing down, floating it up, and getting another bucket.
Elizabeth Williams struggled early against Connecticut and then came on strong in the second half to finish with 12 points and 15 rebounds, her third double-double of the season.
Hayes firing away. Golden State does a lot of that. #1 in the league in terms of three-point volume.
And their percentage is actually starting to catch up to the volume of threes that they've been shooting all season.
Uzen trying to answer back and does. The Sky off to a red-hot start, 3 of 3 from the field. Hayes picking her way through traffic, tried to whip it out. Pass picked off by Uzen. 2 quick turnovers for Golden State. Again, not something they do very often. Turned it over just 3 times in the last matchup. Blocked from behind by Fagbenle, curling around over against Cardoso. Now transition. Burton and Atkins, kind of a fascinating matchup to watch there.
But you see how Ariel Atkins was there on Veronica Burton on the catch.
Golden State has won 3 in a row.
I mean, she is a basketball lifer. I remember coaching against her when she was a point guard at UCLA back in the early 2000s, Jason. She's in it to win it.
Another possession with some good passing for the Sky. 4 hands have touched the basketball so far on this possession. Uzen drains another 3.
I mean, why not? She made the first one look so easy. And remember, Sev is not known to be a three-point shooter. In fact, that's only her 4th 3 of the season.
A quick 6 points for Uzen, already topping her total from last time out. A couple of Euro steps in the paint from Atkins. Pass deflected, quick lead feed. Hayes will pull it back out. Big collision behind the play. Burton a little slow to get up.
These first-year coaches, they're doing it in their own way. And there is no one right path to success. It's all about your path to success.
A part of the path to success for Golden State has been hustle plays, just like that.
That
10-3 early.
Yes, that is what Veronica Burton is known for.
Yep. Hayes getting into the lane, couldn't finish it. This is kind of what the Sky were missing when Courtney Vandersloot went down, that directing at the point guard position you just saw Uzen do. Now the dump down to Williams, who's off to a good start, coughed it up in the paint. Sky got off to a good start against Connecticut. We're up 6 at one point. Then the Sun went on a run. Trying to dance along the baseline there with Salon. Up 7. Plenty of time on the shot clock here. Zandalicini had it ripped away. Got it back off the carom. Into the corner. A 3 from Salon. Buries down. Second 3 for Golden State.
That's a coach's nightmare when you try and dribble control of the ball versus just picking it up.
A fun start to this one. Atkins blitzed out high. Golden State likes to do that. Now they've got a 2-on-1, possibly 3-on-1. Salon drops it off to Zandalicini, so vice versa from the last play. This time they give it to Zandalicini, able to finish.
Golden State doesn't score a lot of points in transition, but that's just too easy. That's a pick 6. And that's been an Achilles of Chicago all season long.
It's led to teams getting on runs against the Sky this year. Victory in DC, beat Connecticut on Monday out west in San Francisco. Now continuing this trip in Chicago. looking to make it 4 in a row tonight. 17 and 15 on the season. That's Salon, part of the French connection for this Golden State team.
Salon is putting together a great rookie season. Definitely an all-rookie team worthy season.
That was the first lead for Golden State. Didn't last long. Elizabeth Williams off to a good start answering back. She's got 6 of the Sky's first 12.
I like the aggressiveness that Chicago is playing with on the defensive end.
Really trying to rush out on those threes, but Salon is firing away no matter what. That is her 3rd triple, already up to 9 points, averages 10 a game.
Well, that's the benefit of being a 6'3" guard. Is even a contested jumper, you have a clean look at it because of her height.
Banham has been launching clean threes this season. There's another one. It's her 69th triple of the campaign. Rebecca Allen and Michaela Onyenwere getting set to check in for the Sky. More that aggressive defense, like you said, can't go under those screens. But Xanda Lassini says, let me drive anyway. Now she's a little slow to get up. Got hit in the face there, grabbing her nose. Meanwhile, the Sky notice it, have numbers. 5 on 4. Banham couldn't hit. Williams over to Atkins. Now they'll slow it down. Xanda Lassini back in the play, but still grabbing her nose. And Cardoso takes advantage down low.
In her quest to hunt quality shots, that meant for Golden State taking a lot of threes. Well, now it's starting to pay off. As you can see, the percentages are catching up with the volume of shots.
They want quality looks, and you watch their film back, especially last game against Washington. They had a lot of those, finding ways to open it up. Veronica Burton was a key part of that. Drives to the rim here, getting downhill, got her own rebound, fighting in the lane. That is Veronica Burton in a nutshell right there.
Well, she's just the epitome of grit.
They kick out, corner 3. Another one goes down for Golden State. That is the 4th they've hit so far in the game. This time it's Ileana Rupert.
And that's what she wants to do. Ileana Rupert is a 3-point shooter. She's a stretch 5. So she's going to defend in the paint, but offensively, she wants to hang out behind the arc.
That's what Chicago wants to do, get down low early. Cardoso with a good finish.
So you're playing a game of chess here. So Ileana Rupert is going to have to defend Camila in the paint. She's going to have to be physical. Meanwhile, Camila is going to have to be comfortable stepping outside of the paint to guard Rupert.
It's kind of fun, isn't it, Jimmy? It's like strength on strength. Who can win their own strength?
I love it.
I love it, too. Tiffany Hayes, Golden State fans loving the triples that are raining down right now. That is the 5th they've hit in this opening quarter.
Tiffany Hayes is the type of vet that you need when you're starting a franchise. She's a winner, she's a leader, and she's productive.
She has been just that, the consummate pro for this Valkyries team in year 1. Onyenwere. They have had an offensive back and forth. Whatever you put up is going down so far between these two teams. Several substitutions getting set to check in at the scores table. Burton poised around these screens. Kyla Charles, who signed a 3rd 7-day hardship.
She feels like she just ran through the pass, but there was a lot of contact on that. I thought that was a fair call.
It is Uzen's 2nd. She got off to a hot start as well today. Hit a couple of quick threes. Haley Van Lith checking in for the Sky along with Elizabeth Williams. Kia Nurse, Rebecca Allen out there now with Onyenwere. Burton sees the 8 on the shot clock. Van Lith did a great job of denying the post. Xanda Lassini, that high arcing release. Couldn't hit. Loose ball corralled by Onyenwere.
How about Haley Van Lith holding her own against 6'5"?
No matter what height it is. Like, let me get this post defense going. Oh, the bounce pass. It was a good one to Onyenwere. Drew a foul. Pretty pass from Rebecca Allen. Good strong take from Michaela Onyenwere.
How did Rebecca Allen get?
Had 7 lead changes and 1 tie so far. Perla Lates and Haley Van Lith. Fun rookie guard matchup there. Tiffany Hayes couldn't finish.
We are getting the game that we thought we were going to get based on the way these two teams played each other the first 2 times around.
Second matchup was a 1-point game with 2:23 left. A pirouette in the paint there from Elizabeth Williams. Footwork dazzling.
Elizabeth Williams She struggled a little bit before the Connecticut game. She had a two-game slump, but it's safe to say that she has broken through that wall.
Rebecca Allen wants this team to have more pace. They tried to push it up there, picked off, well read by Zandalicini. Drop it off to Late, goes up, gets fouled. You get one of us, you get both of us. You're late, you're right on time. Under 30 seconds to go in this opening quarter. 1 point game. That was another lead change, 8th lead change. Rebecca Allen firing away. Loose ball corralled in the corner. Now Golden State can have the final 12 seconds here with the shot clock off. Zandalicini fresh off a 20-point game where she hit 6 threes against Washington. Dancing on Onyenwere, fires away. Oh, Zandalicini rattles it home.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Like Rachel said, that 3 versus 2 exchange, you don't be trading them with Golden State, because you know the Valkyries will just keep taking them. And at this rate, with how they're shooting them over the last 10 games, they'll just keep making them. Late got fouled from 3, right on.
And the fact that I have seen Carla Late draw these types of fouls is she actually only shoots 16% from the 3. So she's not someone that I would even, if I were coaching her defender, would even say, hey, a hard closeout on her, please. It would be a soft closeout on Carla Late.
8 straight Valkyries points, by the way. So the Sky trying to stem the tide here. Been a little stagnant offensively after a hot start. Kia Nurse, they'd love to see that go down. She's been struggling of late. Elizabeth Williams, great rebound. Van Lith pulls. Has been working on that shot after practice a lot. Couldn't connect. Now Burton on the move again. Kick it out. Late at a quick first step. Burton behind the screen. Another Golden State 3. They are red hot from deep right now, and up 10, their largest lead.
The old scouting report against Veronica Burton was you could go under the screen. This new 2025 Veronica Burton, you cannot go under the screen. You have to go over the top.
When she
It's safe to say she's corrected that.
put in a lot of time on that shot, hit 6 threes last time out. Zandalicini hit 6 as well. She's already hit a couple today. Late, she'll pull, had space to do so. A bit strong. Again, that's not really her shot. But Veronica Burton has been a phenomenal story. This is her end of the floor, always has been defensively, locking people down. Mentioned that Sparks game, she held Kelsey Plum to 4 points in that matchup.
To Burton, she's having career high numbers in almost every single statistical category.
Points, assists, rebounds, field goal percentage, you name it. She's doing it. Onyenwere created some space. Burton went crashing in to tap the loose ball over to Kate Martin. Martin looks back, sees that Onyenwere is still catching up. Golden State wanted to initially take advantage. Kate Martin, Illinois native, playing in her home state. She'll go to the free throw line.
She's a locker room player. She's a glue player.
Shimmy, this was Kate Martin before the game. Sky fans are loving how Cardoso is playing lately. Again, 24 points, 9 rebounds against Connecticut. Tyler Marr said it before the game. She's on kind of a different level of aggression right now. Rachel Banham kind of jokingly said, we'll annoy her. We need you to be aggressive. And we don't care. We're going to annoy her to do it.
Camille Cardoso's 24 years old, and she's halfway through only her 2nd year as a pro. Her best days are way ahead of her.
And playing with no Angel Reese again today, Sky are 1-8.
On her, they're able to double team her the way that they were not able to do with an all-star like Angel Reese in the lineup.
Salon hit 3 triples in that first quarter. Tough fading shot there. See if the threes can start to go down for the Sky, or if they again keep going back into the paint. Ariel Atkins back out there now with Banham. That's been a good dynamic duo for them on the floor together. Haley Van Lith playing off the ball too. Atkins takes it and hits it.
Chicago really missed Ariel Atkins when she was out with her leg injury for a lot of reasons, but especially because of her three-point shooting.
That last Atkins shot trimmed the Golden State lead to 7. Valkyries have led by as much as 10. Nice in and out move from Atkins. Oh, that was one for the highlight reel. Little pretty fake and then call glass to top it off.
Did I say Chicago missed Ariel Atkins' three-point shooting? I meant her ability to get into the paint and create for herself. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Her everything. Oh, Hayes nearly lost it. In fact, Benley in the corner. Everyone on the floor for Golden State can take the three. Mentioned late with it right now. Kind of settled things down. Doesn't take a ton of them, but she can. Lead to 5. Van Lift read that all the way. Rookie gets the steal. Now working against another rookie in late. She'll back it out with a smile on her face.
It's a good decision, Rook.
She and Cardoso, year 1 to year 2 there. It's the year 2 player, Cardoso, with a nice finish.
Timmy fact, Benley had Camila where she wanted her. If you allow Camila to step through, get over her left shoulder and finish it with her right, you can forget about it.
It's a 9-0 Sky run to claw their way right back into it. Crowd back into it as well. Salon looking for her 4th three. Came up short. Back Benley able to track it down. Over to Martin. The hustle play. Second triple try. Is a good one for Kate Martin.
That was almost an exact replica of the drill that we showed earlier. She literally caught that ball quickly off the bounce and then quickly released it.
Lead back up to 6. Tough drive from Beck Allen. Little balletic balance along the baseline there from Salon. Late, tried to take that space. Martin just kind of struggled from distance in recent games, but does so much more than just shoot for you. Hayes dancing with 5 to shoot. In fact, Benley will take it. A hit from 3 on the closeout. Looks like there will be 3.
George Lucas and his beautiful wife, Melody Hobson. You a Star Wars fan, Jason?
I am. I gotta go to my favorite. I gotta go Revenge of the Sith.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The W just brings everyone out. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, what you're into. This league is so fun, so enthralling. It's like a movie script. And us getting to follow it along throughout the course of the season has been a blast this year into the home stretch of this regular season. Huge game for Golden State. Sky trying to finish strong inside of these final 15 games now. Golden State with a big one over Washington last time out. In the 7th of 8 playoff spots at the moment. 8 teams make it. Golden State in 7th. Cardoso down low trying to catch that. Bounce play doesn't result in 2 points though. This Golden State team is led by as much as 10. They've hit 9 threes. 6 different players have contributed to that. Kate Martin is one of them on the drive here. Oh, what a block from Elizabeth Williams coming across the lane emphatically.
This is what
over to Banham. She's hit 69 threes on the season. Looking for number 70 there.
Camila Cardoso continues to have that fire in her belly in the paint. She's battling down there.
Sky have played with that fire despite the record. Again, trailed by 19 against Connecticut. Cut that lead down to 4. Kind of a microcosm of the season. They just do not give up. And they haven't in this opening half, cutting the lead back down to 7.
Well, that's culture. That's the culture that this veteran leadership that they are providing. And it also says to me that this team is really buying into Tyler Marsh and his coaching staff, because they, like you said, Jason, they have not given up on this season.
That's going to be over and back. Last touch, Martin. 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. Been really even in the rebounding category. Sky, half of their points have come in the paint today. That trend continues there, cutting the lead now down to 5.
That was a great after timeout set. It's a double high ball screen. Camila Rose, Elizabeth Williams pops, and the pass inside, big to big. I love it.
Now they're over and back. Cross court to Uzun. Thought about it, now she'll take it. Salon the rebound. She'll motor the opposite way. French rookie lofts it up. French connection there with Ileana Rupert. Now over to Burton. Beautiful ball movement. Doesn't go down. Elizabeth Williams gets that bucket to go. With Coach Nakase's team as well. A lot of people looked at the roster and said, how are they going to win games consistently? Where's the offense? When you watch them, you believe why they win games consistently. And there's a mentality, no matter who's taking the shot, it's going to be a good look. Quality look there from Xanda Lassini, doesn't go down. Pull up, Banham, got it to go.
Rachel Banham is on pace to become Chicago Sky's single-season leader in threes, but she's also proven herself to be a really good pull-up jump shooter this season. She's gotten out of that three-point shooter box.
Sky had cut what was once a 10-point lead down to 1. Hayes off the body of Cardoso, able to stick.
And get to the rim. It's a great job initiating that contact.
35 seconds to go in this opening half. Nice little stop and start of the engine there from Uzin. Found Banham off the iron. Fans were up out of their seats wanting that to go down. About a 3-second difference between game clock and shot clock here for Veronica Burton. Burton with 3 points in this one, kicks it out. Benley fires a 3, got her own board, followed it, then got swatted and denied by Elizabeth Williams. What a block by E-Will. Half-court heave, maybe in time, but off the mark from Atkins. Cecilia Zandalicini bringing it up the floor for the Valkyries to get things going. Quick foul right away in this third quarter.
Zandal. By Chicago. Golden State's entire offense was lifted, but someone needed to drop down and help Rachel.
Cecilia Zandalicini at the free throw line. You could argue, Shimmy, top 3, easily top 3 smoothest looking jump shots in the league. It's the high release point. You can't block it. Like, yeah, I love turning on her highlight tape because it's just so aesthetically pleasing from a shooting standpoint.
She's been hampered by injuries, but her workload and production has really increased with Kayla Thornton's injury.
Let's go to Kalia for more on Golden State.
I spoke with assistant coach Cassie Powell, who said that they just want to keep attacking the paint to create those three-point opportunities that they have been able to capitalize on. And he said we can attack and look for the kick out, but defensively wanting to guard the Chicago Sky bigs in the paint. He said that they have some really strong bigs, but just trying to get down on them and try and limit those inside opportunities for the Sky.
Thanks, Kalia. Vast majority of the Sky points have come in the paint today. Like Shimmy said, can they start to knock down some threes? This is Salon. She knocked down 3 triples in the first quarter. Collision there between Atkins and Hayes. See Hayes playing with the mask.
Like that. But it doesn't matter what I'm a fan of because I'm not officiating or coaching.
You just want effort to be rewarded, not penalized.
Yes, you're right. That is the coach in me. Golden State is back in the zone. Chicago's had trouble with the zone all game.
Golden State runs a lot of zone, more so than any team in the league. Kind of funny, they didn't really practice that a lot in training camp. Just molded into what they've become defensively. Here's Salon, really pretty jumper as well, off the mark there. Now Banham trying to push up to Uzin. Same 5 that started the game for Chicago on the floor to begin this third quarter. Looks like they got 3 in the key. Someone was hanging out a little too long in there on the Golden State side.
And now Chicago gets an opportunity to put a point on the board without taking time off the clock. You've got one of the best free throw shooters in the league at the line right now.
Rachel Banham has been super smooth from the free throw line all season long, 92% clip. 69 threes in the season for Banham, one shy of becoming one of 5 players in Sky history to hit 70 or more. Maybe this is it. It is! Number 70 on the season for Banham, joining that exclusive club.
And that was off of a design side out of bounds play. That was a snap pass, so Rachel makes a quick pass to Elizabeth Williams and gets it right back.
Opposite end of the floor, quick drive from Burton. And a couple of free throws coming up for Veronica. So mentioned Rachel Banham hitting that 70. Rachel Banham has been super smooth from the free throw line all season long, 92% clip. 69 threes in the season for Bantam, one shy of becoming one of 5 players in Sky history to hit 70 or more. Maybe this is it. It is! Number 70 on the season for Bantam, joining that exclusive club.
And that was off of a designed side out of bounds pay. That was a snap pass, so Rachel makes a quick pass to Elizabeth Williams and gets it right back.
Opposite end of the floor, quick drive from Burt.
Which was 57, so she's already at 70 with still games to play.
Kind of a testament to this role that Bantam hasn't really had in her career. It's an expansive one, expansive more so than any other role throughout her tenure. Atkins trying to knock it down, couldn't.
I think it's special when players can be in their 10th year in the league and still show improvement and growth.
Absolutely. Hayes seemingly does not age. Aging like a fine wine. You got hit on that play and one up.
Whether people like it or not.
Hayes with 10 points now and 19 minutes of action. So consistent for this Golden State team. Has had to play through wearing that mask. She kind of embraces it though. It's like masked Tip Hayes and almost taken on like the alter ego character of it. Like her superpower has come out.
Well, you're a Detroit Pistons fan. We've ascertained that.
Hamilton. Some players love the mask. Some players hate it. Some players put it on, then they just keep wearing it. Hayes tripped there. Had to emerge back up. Burton gets it, backs up, takes the 3. Burton knocks it down. Veronica Burton. That's the new Veronica Burton. She can hit it from anywhere on the floor.
So that's the second time a Chicago Sky defender has gone under the ball screen against Veronica Burton. You can't do that, especially someone who just made 6 threes in the game prior to this.
It was a 30-point game for Burton against Washington, career high. Lead back up to 7. Atkins Euro stepping through. Couldn't finish. Loose ball, battle for it. Who'd that go off of? It's going to stick with the Sky. Uzin will head out. Looking for Onyenwere on the inbound play. Hayes had other ideas. Burton goes crashing in for the tie-up.
This is why Golden State is so good in the paint. Anytime the ball goes in the paint, they are collapsing on it. Number 1 in the league in points in the paint. Even though Chicago was able to score 22 paint points in the first half, nothing came easy.
Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Sky to reset here. Bantam pulls, leaning jumper goes down.
That's that pull-up jumper that we talked about with Rachel Bantam earlier. You can't just put her in a 3-point shooting box. She's shown some versatility out of necessity this season.
Bantam up to 11 points. Atkins trying to fight around the screens because you can't go under him against anyone on this Golden State team. Hayes working it and knocking it down. Had 9 lead changes in the opening half, a few ties. These teams have gone back and forth. 4 on the shot clock. Atkins over Burton. Exquisite defense there once again from Veronica Burton. Played for Northwestern. Up in Evanston, wearing her college colors, but on the pro level now, the purple and black. Loose ball. No call there. Physical play out high. Wonder how much the refs are going to let him play in this second half. More bumping and grinding here as Burton got in the paint. A foul was called. Sky went with this lineup in the first half. Allows the guards to be more flexible. 3 ball handlers out there. Join the WNBA and American Cancer Society in the fight against breast cancer. Visit voices.cancer.org.
Free throw attempts, by the way, another career best for Veronica Burton.
She's leading the team in minutes today as well, just in such good shape on both ends. With how hard she plays, never gets tired. Bumping into Williams on the screen there. Even that is like, we're gonna get some contact on the screen no matter what. Over it or through it?
Through it.
Banham to Onyenwere, picked off there. Salon on the move. Looking to her left, had Burton trailing the play, directs it over to Zandalicini instead. Now Burton can back it out. Burton with 9 points in 21 minutes today. Salon got the deep positioning. Oh, a block from Williams, but a foul.
That, Jason, equated to maximum impact.
The Wintrust Arena crowd letting their voices known what they think about it. Third foul on Banham. Sky are in some foul trouble right now. Cardoso's on the bench with a 4. You wonder if she sits the remainder of this quarter down 11 now. Against Connecticut, it was Cardoso who took over the third quarter for the Sky earlier this week, but in foul trouble, and Van Lith gets blitzed out high. Coach Nakase loves it. Her team up 11 with a shade under 5 to go. In the third quarter, you watch Eason in the W. Beck Allen pulls. Sky need to get some shots to go down against this physical Valkyries defense. Here comes Salon. Just look at the height the Valkyries have on the floor right now as well. A lot of length, a lot of physicality. Zandalicini, the pullback.
Even her misses look good.
Right. At least this guy do have Rebecca Allen on her now, so you're matching it up with length there.
I think Rebecca Allen also is one of the most understated defenders in the league.
Van Lith tried to drop that off, tapped away. 2-on-1, Zandalicini, easy finish, and it's a game high. Now 13-point lead for Golden State. Largest lead of the game.
It's the paint defense of Golden State. It's going to be hard to try to pass it anywhere in the paint.
The Sky needed that to drop down. Got off to a hot start from 3 today. We're 5 of 19 before that one hit.
Golden State has completely shut Chicago out of the paint in this quarter.
That's what they do. Best interior defense in the WNBA. In fact, Benley looking down low. Just the physicality of Zandalicini. Van Lith was fighting as hard as she could. But Zandalicini, they've done that a couple of times, kind of isolating guards in the paint like that.
Well, you talked about the size of Golden State. And
Free throw shooter. It's the first there.
It was either going to be a three-point play or a layup for Zandalicini if Haley did not foul her.
So here at this juncture of the game, kind of like it, Shimmy, if you're Chicago, you put Cardoso back in with the 4 fouls, but this feels like a crucial kind of hinge point in the matchup to try to go on a run in the third quarter, which the Sky did in their last matchup. They were trailing by double digits just like this against Connecticut. Went on a 9-0 run, but right now it's Golden State on a 16-5 spurt. Really created by their defense on this end. There it is again, the height of Zandalicini, just jumping up like a DB and knocking that out of the air. Here's Hayes to whip out. Back Benley, drop it off. Burton, time to set her feet. Crashing in is Benley. Nearly went running into the front row there. Pulled up, and this will go to the Sky.
Golden State's zone is doing exactly what it's designed to do, and that's keeping Chicago out of the paint. Camila had the right idea by going high-low. They got it inside her at the high post, and she tried to find her partner down low, but Zandalicini is an athlete.
Van Lith splits the defense and lost it. Able to save it momentarily was Williams, but now into the hands of Burton. Opposite way, creating turnovers, creating points off turnovers in this second half. Golden State has done that exquisitely. Quick foul out high.
Golden State's zone has been advantage of it, but she had to work so hard for it that she ended up turning it over anyway.
Goes over, chats with Coach Marsh. A lot of different learning lessons. This is another one. Going up against a zone like Golden State's for these young Chicago Sky players. You saw in that angle from our great crew in the truck how hard it is to try to dribble into it, how many looks they throw at you. Meanwhile, Golden State are really getting to the free throw line in this third quarter. Now 11 of 13 at the stripe. Banham couldn't quite get the home roll, then tapped it out of bounds. Golden State has molded this game to their style in front of our eyes. And it's almost like kind of enforcing it, so you almost have to officiate it the way that they are playing.
I mean, we can talk ad nauseum about Golden State's offense. I think we have. They're first in the league in three-point attempts, second in the league in three-point makes. But they really excel on defensive end, Jason.
Oh, that look there from Sandalacini. Just a beautiful jumper fading away in the post. You can't block it.
Golden State's had the top 5 offensive rating all season long. They've not wavered out of that top 5.
And a top 5 defensive rating as well, all season long.
I'm sorry, that's actually what I meant. Excuse me, top 5 defensive rating.
Burton picking her way through traffic to kick out. Ileana Rupert in. She was one of 6 players to hit a 3 in that opening half. Just a beautiful passing example there. An absolute dime and another picturesque possession for the Valkyries. Beautiful basketball right now for Golden State.
Now, what she was saying in that timeout is, remember Washington, because Golden State had a 19-point lead against Washington. In Washington, it was a 3-point game towards the end in the fourth quarter.
You're right. Golden State jumped out to a 36-12 lead in that game. A cross-lane pass. That was beautiful from Elizabeth Williams. Cardoso couldn't put the finish on it and dives to the deck. Have to do that against this Golden State team. Looks like Late might have taken an elbow to the face inadvertently. Everyone emerges out relatively healthy after that.
Great play by Chicago. Great read by Elizabeth Williams. Great cut by Camila Cardoso. And I love the extra effort of getting down on the floor. You know how hard that is for 6'7" to get down on the ground for a loose ball?
I can't relate, but I wouldn't want to go in after it again 6'7". Got a pretty tall jump here. Rupert, also with some height herself, about 6'5". That's tapped out though to Van Lith. Under a minute to go in the third. Rebecca Allen will pull. Off the mark there. Fagbenle and Burton trying to close out this quarter strong. It has been a phenomenal third quarter for the Valkyries on the road here. Late, Rupert, Burton, Sandalacini, and Fagbenle on the floor. Rupert will pull. Got it in the corner. Another 3 for Golden State. They came into today with 310 triples on the season. Second in the W.
And that 3 happened because Elizabeth Williams helped off of the the shooter in the corner to help Haley Van Lith off Veronica Burton's drive. You can't help off shooters against this team. Everyone's a shooter in this team.
5 to shoot here for Banham. She's a shooter. Tough shot there, though. Everything's been contested. Sandalacini has time here to get this off. Does! Oh, around and out. Eastern grad back in the Chicago area today. And her team up 20. Atkins, Cardoso, Williams, Uzin, and Allen on the floor for Chicago. Squeezing passes through traffic. Didn't result in 2, though. But then a whistle. Looks like it's going to go back to the sky. We'll keep it on this end. Crew comes together. Salon comes in for Golden State. There's Joe McEwen strolling the building.
The Godfather.
One of the best.
She starts his last year as a college women's basketball coach this year. He's going to retire at the end of the season.
He's done a phenomenal job throughout his coaching career. One of his former players, Veronica Burton, off to a great start to her tenure in Golden State. There's Veronica. We talked about that 30-point game. Backed it up today with great defensive effort. Just gives you so much. If it isn't 30 points, it's passing, it's leadership. Atkins will flip it over to Uzin, who goes up to the line to corral it. 2 seconds to shoot, though. Cardoso might have to take a three. Doesn't get it off.
I really wanted Camila Cardoso to take that three.
I did, too.
I remember the big three she had when she was South Carolina Gamecock against Tennessee.
Game winner.
Game winner.
Believe she hadn't made one all season.
No, you're
at that
correct.
point. That was a crazy game. And not a good day to be a Tennessee fan.
So this is where you see Chicago's veteran leadership and their team culture and chemistry really kick in. They're down 20. They're still competing. They're mucking it up. They're still locked in.
Whenever you watch the Sky team as well, when they've been in situations like this, the bench is always still giving so much energy. That's a culture thing. Is Xanda Lassini, not the first time she has knocked that shot down with exactly that slew of footwork moves. Really fun. She's up to 15 points now, 6 of 11 shooting. Who's in with 2 to shoot. Rounding off. Elizabeth Williams, the rebound, goes up for a third time. Couldn't finish. You think this Golden State team can make some noise in the playoffs?
I do. I think the hardest part, Jason, is getting into the playoffs.
On film, then it was a Zoom conversation when she was overseas between her and Natalie Nakase. And Coach Nakase said to her, like, you kind of sound like me. You're saying, you know, I want to be the best. All I do is eat, sleep, breathe basketball. You're just like me. Maybe we should, you know, team up here. She chose Valkyries.
I love watching her play. And not just prepping for this game, Jason, throughout the season since she joined this team. I feel like she's overlooked amongst the top rookies in this league. You talk numbers for a rookie. She's putting up good numbers for a WNBA player.
She got off to a hot start today. 3 triples in the opening quarter. Late, her fellow French rookie takes that away, then draws a foul. This was a 59-49 game with 3:49 mark in the third quarter.
When Golden State is able to be physical and jump passing lanes and aggressively go over the tops of screens, that's where they're at their best defensively.
Tiffany Hayes down behind the play. Sky have numbers. Banham takes advantage and knocks down her 71st 3 of the season. Join that exclusive club tonight of only 5 players in Sky history to hit 70 or more threes in a single season. Marina Mabrey has hit the most in franchise history with 89 in a single season back in 2023. She is having herself a stretch right now at the right time of the season.
The key for her is staying healthy.
Oh, Salon, no hesitation there against another rookie in Westbeld. Salon having a really good game today, up to 13 points in 25 minutes. Of 3 Golden State players in.
Do you know what I love most about the rookie Salon, Jason, is she doesn't get sped up.
Oh. This entire team, they call it a slower pace. I don't think they necessarily want to do that, but it's more so that it's under control.
Well, they run offense. They're very intentional about what they want to do and hunting those quality shots that Nakase wants.
Leads to a Xanda Lassini 3. Another one buries down. You look at the total threes today for Golden State, up to 13. They took 30 the last time these teams played. 24 today. Really efficient clip. Westbell. Entire Golden State bench thought she picked up the dribble. 3 seconds to shoot for Uzin. Nearly got it poked away. Gonna be a shot clock violation. They say Golden State corralled it before that buzzer sounded, and it leads to an easy 2 at the end there for Salon.
It's that aggressive perimeter defense of Golden State that's leading to some easy transition buckets.
And it hasn't stopped, despite the lead ballooning up to 28.
Definitely instilling that type of mentality in your team. You want to turn 10-point leads into 20-point leads. You want to turn a 20-point lead into a 30-point lead. You don't want to play to the level of your competition. You want to play to your standard, and that's what Golden State does.
Tap to the corner, Banham. We have seen really that mentality that Coach Nakase talked about before the game on display from start all the way to what'll be finish here. Late, another poised rookie. Rookies don't look like rookies on Golden State. Martin in her second year. Atkins got past Martin on this end. Nice shot there from Ariel Atkins.
It's a tough drive and finish by the captain, Ariel Atkins.
Atkins in her 5th game back after returning from the injury. Sky didn't win a game without her in the lineup. They won the first one she came back to against Washington. That was the last victory for Chicago.
Since returning to the Chicago squad, a healthy Ariel Atkins has been shooting 55% from the field, 36% from the three. Chicago's really missed her, and that storyline is not talked about enough. The injuries of Chicago Sky.
And you definitely have to go back to Courtney Vandersloot going out, because she would be running the show offensive at the point guard spot. If you haven't followed along with the Sky season, bring in Sevi Uzin to try to have more of that natural point guard and ball handler, but then you lose Ariel Atkins, who can also give you that role, but you'd rather have her off the ball. So it's been a revolving door trying to fulfill the excellence of Courtney Vandersloot at that spot. And then Angel Reese, of course, goes down 1-8 without her on the season. Cardoso trying to give as much work as she can down low, though, the fellow skyscraper to Angel Reese, as you see the Chi-Town Barbie on the bench there.
Ariel Atkins, in a press conference earlier, she said, I know people want us to stop talking about Courtney Vandersloot, but I'm not going to, nor should she, because of what Courtney Vandersloot brought to this team. I mean, you're talking about over 20 points a game that Sloot accounted for before she got hurt. And it's important, especially when you take into consideration the turnover issues that Chicago has been plagued with all season.
Cardoso whips it out. Underrated part of her game has been the passing this year. Improving. It was already a passing coming into the bench here. So dynamic duo that won a championship together here in Chicago in 2021.
Vanderquigs.
Battle along the baseline for this.
To the Sky franchise, not just because of her production or three-point shooting, but she's a great leader. She's a great presence in the locker room. She's been a great mentor for the Sky rookies. And she's one of the funniest people I've ever met.
There's a levity to the locker room. Always had that poked away by Van Lith.
People wanted to, but he's a good coach, and it will happen.
Late. Couple of quick steps, gets the bucket. Got 4 different rookies on the floor right now. You include both sides. Kylie Charles couldn't finish that. But Golden State going to come away with a big 18th win, which will be the most by a WNBA expansion franchise of the season. They've pieced together some really good defensive effort throughout the course of this inaugural campaign. Quick dart down low, and the rookie Chen gets involved in the scoring. Don't forget, coming up after our game here in Chicago, join Larry, Megan, and Adam. Awesome crew in the studio for a game break presented by Toyota. Still have the Phoenix versus Las Vegas game coming up. That's a big one in the standings for those two teams, 4 and 5 right now, jockeying for position. Fun to bring up these playoff chats. We're getting closer. 2 seconds on the shot clock for Uzi. Just about a 2-second difference game in shot here. Carla Lake can practically dribble this out.
The difference in